I made a flipping hedge fund, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't see the video announcing it or the stream where I collected all of the GP. Basically, what I'm doing is I got all of my stream viewers to invest in what I'm calling a flipping hedge fund. And basically how it is going to work is everyone invests their money. I spend 1 month flipping with the money that they gave me, and then the people that invested take home the profits based on the percentage of the total that they invested. We had a lot of people give a lot of money. Some people giving a couple of bills. Some people give a 500 mil. We ended up with a whole bunch of GP, and I'm flipping throughout the month, and it is a zero risk. If I end up losing money, I will make up the difference to break even from my own stack. There's about a 0% chance that I do lose money, but on the off chance that it does happen, because anything could happen, everybody gets their money back. Just wanted to preface this video for those that haven't seen it. That's what's going on. Ladies and gents, welcome to a new segment here on the stream. I know we already have mega rare Mondays, all right? It's going to happen on the same day. And Mondays are going to be a big day because welcome to the first ever Market Watch Monday. Yes, everybody can clap now. Everybody can clap now. Welcome to the first ever Market Watch Monday. Except I don't know how to flip, and this is specifically not financial advice, okay? I'd like to make that very clear. Do not take this as financial advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Market Watch Mondays. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Flipping Old School. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. As you can see, I watch every single one of his videos. Every single one, without fail. Except for that one time he did a sponsored segment for another game. I didn't watch that one. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. But one of my favorite video series he has at the moment is when he goes over the RuneScape economy. Here, the state of the RuneScape economy in 2025 is wild. Except the problem is he only does it once a month. And I'm addicted, bro. So we have absolutely no choice. I've got to fill in the gap. I got to come in and give myself a video to watch about the RuneScape market because I can't wait a month. He does very in-depth, well-edited market watch videos. This is going to be a really not in-depth, terribly edited one. All right? But it's going to do. The first thing we need to go over, the hedge fund. If you were here last Monday, you would have been in time to invest in the flipping hedge fund. If you missed it, sorry. I have to apologize. It's too late. 3 more weeks, we're going to be flipping with the flipping hedge fund money. But after that, you'll be able to get in. Now, if you were here last Monday, you would know. The total investment into the flipping hedge fund was 11,364,000. No, 11,364,000,000. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, 11 billion was an insane investment. More money than we could possibly need to flip with. Now, the week started pretty well, guys. It started pretty well, I can't lie. We did a big flip on the first night on Inquisitors plate skirts. Have a look at the graph here. Look at this. The first day of the flipping hedge fund, I bought 10 Inquisitors plate skirts for 155 mil. And by the time I woke up, I sold them for 165, and then they shot up to 178. They peaked at 178 mil, and that makes no sense. Why on earth were Inquisitors plate skirts so high? This has to be some sort of market manipulation here, because look how flat it is, and then it shoots up. Lots of volume. It's crazy. From that Inquisitors plate skirt flip, on day 1 of the flipping hedge fund, we profited 100 mil. Right? 100 million GP profit from the one single flip. I'm rejoicing. I'm celebrating. I've already made a 1% profit for everyone that has invested. And I thought, let's keep this going. Yeah. So I jumped back in on the Inquisitors plate skirts. And as you can see, as quickly as they rose up to 165, 170 mil, they came back down to 150. And then towards the end of the week, even further down. They're now at 145 mil. So I have absolutely no idea why the Inquisitors plate skirt went so crazy this week. All I know is on day one, I made a profit of 100 mil. Then I bought another 10 pairs and I ended up overall for the week on Inquisitors plate skirts, minus 40. On the second flip of Inquisitor plate skirts, I lost 140 mil, which put the flipping hedge fund into the negative, which is not great. I'm losing everyone's money. But remember, guys, the flipping hedge fund is not about making money. It's about the friends we made along the way. No, I'm joking. If I lose money for the flipping hedge fund, I'll make it up out of my own stack so that you guys at least break even. It's just a fun community thing. It's not, we're going to try and make some money, but if we lose, it's just a bit of fun for the community, and I don't want you guys to lose. So I will be making it up out of my own cash stack, okay, if I do lose. Now, the Inquisitor's plate skirt had a big rise and then a meteoric fall. And let me tell you, it was a bad week for Inquisitor. Not only was it a bad week for Inquisitor, it was also a bad week for Clips channel editor Adam. Adam started flipping this week. Inspired by the flipping hedge fund, he decided to jump on the sticks. And I just want to show you guys what would be like a normal experience for someone that, thinks they can do what I'm trying to do for you guys. I've been flipping for years, all right? I'm experienced. Adam jumps in out of nowhere. The day after he started flipping, I got this message. Proud to say I've only lost $1 million so far. Just immediately. And then, as I said, it was a very bad week for Inquisitor. It was not a good week for Inquisitor because the follow-up message to proud to say I've only lost $1 million so far was this flip where he bought an Inquisitor's armor set, or two of them, for 583 mil and sold them for 565 mil for an 18 million GP loss. Not a good week for Inquisitor, guys. And an even worse week for Clips channel editor Adam. It's not an ideal time for him, I'll be honest with you. But great news, I have to report, as funny as this is, Adam did end up in profit for the week. So big up Adam on his first week of flipping. Took an 18 mil loss and ended up in profit. After 1 week of the flipping hedge fund, we had some big losers and we had some big winners. Thanks to ChatGPT, I got to export my data from the RuneScape Grand Exchange, put it on a spreadsheet, copy that spreadsheet to AI, and it gave me my top 3 most profitable items for the week and my top 3 least profitable items for the week. We made 33 million GP on a Zarite crossbow flip. We made 28 mil on some Inquisitors maces, 21 mil on 2 of the plate bodies, 41 mil on Inquisitors plate skirt. We lost 41 mil on Inquisitors plate skirts. Even after we made 100 mil on them, we ended up minus 40. We lost 28 mil on harmonized orbs, and we lost 13 mil on Dragon Hunter lances. Now, guys, not every flip can be a winner. You're going to have big losses like the Inquisitor's plate skirt. You're going to have big losses like the harmonized orbs. But the important thing is you keep flipping because you just got to get the volume in. Sometimes you're going to lose, but sometimes you're going to win. And I'm happy to announce for the first week of the flipping hedge fund, after being down almost 70 mil on day 3, we ended the first week with a 21.8 mil profit, 21.9 mil. Yes, that's right. We're up. Whoever invested in the flipping hedge fund, we are currently up 21 mil for the first week after a terrible start. Minus 70 to positive 21. And if I have a look this morning, we're actually at positive 28 now. We're at positive 28 because there's flips coming through this morning. 360 mil I paid in taxes, by the way, guys. Yeah. So the real winner here is the government. If you really think about it, To make 21 mil, I had to pay 363 million GP in taxes. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But that's the flipping hedge fund for the week, boys. We are in profit, and we're in profit by quite a bit. Hey, if you're not already subscribed, if you could do that for me, that'd be fantastic. And also, I've noticed everywhere on YouTube, not just my videos, the biggest comments on YouTube are always negative comments. I'm guilty of it. I don't leave a comment unless I have something bad to say about the video. And that really kind of gets washed up. So if you guys wouldn't mind, head down to the comments, like a positive comment, or leave your own positive comment if you enjoyed the video. If you hated it, I mean, you can flame me and dislike the video. That's fine. Now, it's time to get to some of the big movers of the market in the past week. The first one, the Armageddon weapon scroll. If you guys have been around the stream, been around the YouTube for a long time, you'll know about me and my Armageddon weapon scrolls. After Dead Man mode finished, the Armageddon weapon scroll became available as a reward to purchase with your Dead Man mode points. However, this is the first time they've ever done points for a Dead Man mode. We don't know when the next Dead Man mode is going to be. We don't even know if there's going to be points for them. So when they came out, I purchased over 100 of these Armageddon weapon scrolls for 50 million GP each, knowing that they are going to be, at least for the year between Dead Man modes, a discontinued item. There is a finite number of these in the game, and whenever people use them, they're consumed. You can't take them off your weapons. So I figure, discontinued item, it can only go up. I ended up making 6 billion GP on my flip of Armageddon weapon scrolls, but people are still flipping them. I get people in my DMs asking me about them all of the time, because there are people that have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these, and they're trying to get information about when the next Dead Man mode is coming out so that they can sell off in advance. For some reason, they think I work for Jagex and I have some sort of insider information about when the next Dead Man mode is. I have no fucking clue, dude. But considering the fact that RuneFest is in about 1 month from now, they're going to be doing the Summer Summit or the Winter Summit at RuneFest, and you would assume they would do some sort of announcement about a Dead Man mode if there's going to be one. And that has caused the Armageddon weapon scroll to go on a meteoric downturn. It made it up to 109 mil, and then all of a sudden, all of the people that had been holding their Armageddon weapon scrolls for as long as they possibly could, dumped. 83 million GP they are currently sat at as we speak, remembering that they are a discontinued item until the next Dead Man mode comes out. So, if there's one thing you got to remember about the market, it's people will buy and sell based on hype, not on the actual update. So, if we think a Dead Man mode is coming at some point this year, and we think the announcement for the Dead Man mode is coming in a month, people are already selling off their stocks. It's already too late, you know? A big, massive rise, 75 mil up to 110, and I cashed in. I made my profits. I got no horse in this race anymore. Just thought it was very interesting to see them go from 110 down to 83. And I'm out of here with my 6 bill profit, ladies and gentlemen. The next item we're going to be taking a look at, the Sunfire Splinter. You get these from doing the Colosseum, random activities around Varlamore, Huey Codal, but mainly from the Colosseum. The Sunfire Splinter is a great item to flip because Colosseum bots are active. They're active and they get banned. So what you'll see happen a lot of the time with the Sunfire Splinters is you will see the graph go down and then the bots will get banned and then the graph goes up. Okay? So for the most part, you can predict when to buy Sunfire Splinters, and that is what I did during the league. Thanks to Lockie, I was busy during the league. He goes, hey, yo, check out the Sunfire Splinters and have a look at this. During the league, you can see a massive spike in volume around December the 18th, and they made it all the way down to 350 GP each. Insane. I bought as many of these Sunfire Splinters as I possibly could. You see how quickly they came back up? Yeah. That's because I was buying millions of them. I had every single account I own buying as many Sunfire splinters as I could get my hands on. And as you see, they made it back up to 650 after the bots got banned and managed to secure about a 300 mil profit on those Sunfire splinters. But this is one to keep an eye out, guys. This is not financial advice whatsoever. But if you ever see Sunfire splinters get to 300 GP, buy. It's, hey, not financial advice. I'm just saying. All right? It's a good spot to be in. Now, on to some RuneScape news. This week was the final news update for the Varlamore Part 3 expansion. And whenever there's news, there is always movers in the market. If there's new items coming out that use old items, those old items are gonna go crazy. This week, we had the final announcement for Varlamore Part 3. The Avernic Treads. I almost called them threads again. I gotta stop doing that. Now, if you haven't seen these, the Avernic Treads are a grouping of the Peg Asian boots, the Eternal boots, and the Primordial boots. Except, they're going to join them all together. You get 5 melee strength, as you do with Primordial boots. You get 1 magic damage, as you do with Eternal boots. But you get 1 range strength, which you don't get with the Peg Asian boots. 1 extra range strength on the Pegasians means, you guessed it, the Pegasian boots went crazy. This is one of the craziest rises I've ever seen. You can see when the first article came out, 32 mil up to 42 mil, and then the hype started dying down, and then the second announcement pushed them back up to 42 mil, and that is where they're currently sat today. Absolutely crazy. As you would expect, it's far too late to get in on this. I'll be very clear, this is financial advice. If you think now is a good time to buy Pegasian boots because they're on the rise, you are wrong. This is the worst time to buy Pegasian boots, okay? Stay away from them. You should have bought them down here. It's far too late. If you try and get in now, you will lose money. Of course, Pegasian boots weren't the only ones that had a price fluctuation from the Avernic Treads. They're not the only boots that are involved in this process. You also saw a massive move on the Primordial boots. Not as crazy as the Pegasian boots because it's not that big of a change. And you also saw a big change on the Eternal boots. And believe it or not, the Eternal boots, based on a percentage, was actually the highest mover. The Eternal boots went from about 4 million GP to a peak of 11. If you'd invested in these, you could have doubled your money, which is absolutely crazy. But based on all of these boots, Eliop 14 is the biggest winner, ladies and gentlemen. He had 270 Pegasian crystals sat in his bank, and that's the big winner of this. Shout out Eliop 14. The boots weren't the only item from the news post which saw some market movement. The Eldritch necklace. After the first blog post came out, they wanted to release the Eldritch Veil, which was a new best in slot untradeable cape. Then they backpedaled and made it tradable. Then they double backpedaled and made it untradeable again. And then they said, fuck it, let's just make it a necklace. So we previously had the Occult necklace, which had a 10% magic damage. Now, the Eldritch necklace is going to have a 7% magic damage. It's like a worse old Occult, except, ding, 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 ding. What does it use? You have to use an Occult necklace to make the Eldritch necklace. And what did that do? You guessed it. The Occult necklace went absolutely crazy. It went up from 600k to 900k, a 50% increase in less than 24 hours. And now it is currently sitting around 950,000 GP. Big market move there. Now, in my personal opinion, once again, this is not financial advice. I don't think the Occult necklace will stay up. It is an insanely common item to obtain from Smoke Devils. It is consumed when you use it on the Eldritch necklace, but it doesn't degrade. So you don't need to use more than one occult, which means all of the people that already have occult necklaces that want to use the Eldritch necklace will be using their own occult necklaces to make them. They're not going to be buying new ones. So I don't think this hype on the occults are going to stay. There's going to be more occults coming into the game than are being used exponentially now. I think this is going to die down. Not financial advice. Now, it wasn't just the Varlamore Part 3 update, the news post that made some big moves in the market. There was another update this week, and that was Bounty Hunter rework number 50. I can't believe we're already at Bounty Hunter rework number 50, guys. It's crazy. It's just like time flies, you know? It feels like just yesterday in 2018, I was hybriding on a baby pure in Edgeville in Bounty Hunter 1, you know? And now we're on Bounty Hunter rework number 50. Absolutely crazy. Now, this had an interesting effect on the market. This was something I didn't expect to see. But about 1-2 months ago was when they announced that there would be another Bounty Hunter rework. They announced all of the things that were going to be happening, which means people are going to be using blighted items inside the Bounty Hunter crate. What is the most common type of fighting inside the Bounty Hunter crate? Crater. That's what I'm looking for. It's venge fighting. So one of the most used items inside the Bounty Hunter rework is going to be the Blighted Vengeance Sack. And I can't believe it. It had a crazy rise. From back when they announced the Bounty Hunter rework to now, Vengeance Sacks have gone from 60 GP up to 160 GP. Big spike when the Bounty Hunter rework came out, and now they're settling back down at about 132. This was a flip that I completely missed out on. I wasn't keeping up with RuneScape news, but thinking about it, it's an easy one that we could have got in on a couple of months ago when the Bounty Hunter rework came out. Missed out, but it seems as though a lot of people made a lot of money from this one. The Blighted Vengeance Sack, a big mover in the industry. That's all we have for the news this week. But of course, you know, the first ever Marketing Monday, I say of course, but you guys wouldn't understand this. In the Market Watch Monday, we got to go over the heavy hitters, guys. We got to go over the heavy hitters. The mega rares. Where are they sat at this week? On top is the Scythe, currently at 1.615 billion GP. Started the week at about 1.618 and actually lost 3 million GP in value this week. It's on a slow downturn. But we are going to have the new Delve boss coming out soon. We're assuming that mega rares are going to be really good at it. It will just be which one of these mega rares is going to be the best one. I think as it currently stands, they're all going to slowly rise up towards the release of the Delve boss. The next mega rare, 1591. The Twisted Bow started the week on about 1591, finishes the week on about 1591. Maintained its value, but it is currently 20 million GP less than the Scythe, which is crazy to see the Scythe as the most expensive mega rare. It's even crazier to see that they are both slowly approaching max cash. I think we are going to get to a point in the very near future where one of these mega rares is going to be worth more than you can buy it for on the Grand Exchange, which will be insane. At that point, they have to allow platinum tokens on the Grand Exchange, and we'll see some crazy stuff happen with Third Age, I think. Lastly, the Tunic in Shadow 1213 started the week on 1-2 flat. So a 13 mil gain for the Tunic in Shadow here. And you might think, wow, it's worth 400 million GP less than the other mega rares. But what you need to remember, the Twisted Bow and the Scythe are very good weapons on their own. The Shadow is not a good weapon unless you have good mage gear. So if you include the price of an ancestral set in this, they're basically all the same price. About 1.5, 1.6 bill. So that is the mega rares for this weekend. Now, we're going to get to the next part, the final part of Market Watch Mondays. My investments. Unfortunately, this is where the video is going to have to end, okay? The stream is going to get to see this, but the video ends here because if I upload to YouTube the items that I'm invested in, very stupid people will accuse me of market manipulation. So, you know, I can't put it on YouTube. I apologize. Come down the stream if you want to see it.